Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and today we're going to be going over the 2019 Mazda CX-3. Mazda released the CX-3 a few years back to kind of get a smaller sized hatchback slash SUV type vehicle onto the market. First and foremost, as always, big shout out and thank you to Southtown Mazda for providing us with the vehicle today. And then if you are stopping in for the first time, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. Under the hood here of the 2019 CX-3, you're gonna see a naturally aspirated 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It's going to go through a 6-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are gonna be 148 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque. That's just a couple up from the prior year. And then in terms of fuel economy, you're gonna be 29 miles per gallon around town, 34 on the highway. Finishing things up front, we can see Mazda's signature logo right there with their signature grille design as well. I really love how the headlights look in this. These are kind of similar to the headlights on the previous CX-5. They've now redesigned that so it looks a little bit different, and you can see your little turn signals are right down there below, but I like the design overall, and I actually like the standard Mazda logo. I know the adaptive cruise control is neat that they put that into the function, but I just think this regular logo looks a lot better. This particular car is finished in Soul Red. Let me see if I can get it from a better angle so you can see it a little bit better in the sunlight, but I really do like this color. It looks really good, especially on this particular car. We can see the nice rims in the front and the back. They kind of have this like nice polished look to them, and then you can see the little inserts on the inside of the rims as well. I just like how they look overall, and then it is going to get a little bit more aggressive tires since this is kind of supposed to be like an SUV crossover. And then we can take a step back so you can kind of see the side profile of the CX-3. It is a kind of like smaller sized vehicle overall, similar in size to the Mazda 3. Coming around to the back here, we can see the design on the back here. I definitely like the little spoiler on the top of the roof. It looks good overall. Back here we can see the key fob here for the CX-3. It's Mazda's regular keyless entry key fob with a lock and unlock, and you get a little panic button down below. If we come back here and unlock the CX-3, so there's just a little button down there below so you can pop open the tailgate. This particular one is a Touring Edition, so it's kind of like the middle of the line. So it's not gonna have all the features, but it's gonna be pretty loaded up. Floor mats are just down below there, but you get a little bit of extra storage in the back here, which is nice that they give you that covering if you want to have things that are not in sight. And then finishing things up back, I like the design on these taillights overall. It's not quite as sharp as the design on the new ones. The new ones, they've kind of make smaller and they do like full LEDs on them. So I like the look of those a little bit better, but I still like these nonetheless. You will get your all-wheel drive badging on the back with the CX-3 badge. A little bit of a dual exhaust down below as well. Coming around to the side here, we can see the door panel. They've got some nice soft touch here with some stitching, leather bolsters down below, and then you do get your window control right there, and then they've got this kind of like somewhat of a carbon fiber looking trim right there, so it's kind of adds some contrast. Coming here to the seats, they have like these leather bolsters on the side with the cloth inserts in the middle, and then you get a decent amount of legroom inside. You do get these little center console that'll pull out, so you get kind of like these makeshift cup holders right there, and then you can rest your arm there for a little bit extra comfort in the rear seats. Coming up front, you have Mazda's keyless entry, so one touch will lock it, another touch will unlock it, and then you get that nice same paneling on the door as well. So soft touch there with some stitching, more leather here, some stitching. Window controls are all right there, your door lock and unlock, your controls for the mirror, and then you get more of that carbon fiber looking trim as well. Popping around to the side here, we can see there's manual adjustments for the seat. If you go for like the Grand Touring, you know, kind of more like loaded up overall, you will get a little bit more with the function, so I can get power seats as well. We can see our pedal layout down below, and then you will get your controls to open the hood and then your gas cap control as well. Stepping in, step-in height is actually really good since this is an SUV, so it's really easy to get inside and out of. To start up the CX-3, all you have to do is put your foot on the brake and push the push start. The gauges will do a little bit of a sweep and it'll start right up. First off, right here we can see our controls for the cruise control on that side of the steering wheel. On the other side, you're going to get all of your controls for the voice commands, information right here that'll go in the center screen. Go over that in a moment, and then your phone controls just down below. And I like Mazda's steering wheel designs on their cars overall. They look really good. Now we can see our center gauges right here. You have your RPMs on the one side, which I like how they look. It's kind of like a little thing you can see as I'm giving it a couple of revs. It kind of like is a bar that grows. I like how that looks overall. you're gonna get your speed in the center, and then on the other side, you're gonna get your fuel gauges, and then you can see your temperature gauge down below as well. It'll give your fuel range, and then you can change the information that it gives right here just via that button, so you can get a bunch of different information on the car. Over here, you're gonna get Mazda's center control screen right here. It is a touch screen, but you do get some dials down here below. We'll use those momentarily, but this is where you're going to do all of your calling, texting, Bluetooth. If it is equipped with navigation, you can go through this unit as well, listen to your music, everything. It's a really easy unit to use, and the response time on it is really good as well. Do pop the CX-3 into reverse, a backup camera will pop up, so you get your little trajectory lines right there. The camera quality is really good, so it makes parking this vehicle a lot easier. Kind of a random point, I just like the design on these vents overall. I just like how they look and how they swivel, and to lock them you just twist that little thing. I think it's kind of cool how they do that. Now down below here you have controls for the heated seats, you have your climate controls just down below, and then you get a bunch of little charging stations down there to charge your different devices. We have the shifter right here. You do have a manual shift mode. You do have a sport mode as well, so if you press that, the sport mode will pop up in that little corner right there to make this be a little bit more aggressive driving overall. Now down here you have your parking brake, your auto hold, and then all your different buttons for that screen. So you have your favorite button, navigation, your home screen button, your music button, and then your back button, and that's to control to go through all of the different menus. And then you have your volume control beside that as well. Now we've got our center console here. It's lined with leather. You get some nice contrast stitching, gives you some extra storage space in here, and they give you a bunch of little different compartments, so it's nice that they do that so you can kind of put things separate from each other. Now I love the seat design overall in here. The bolster is really nice, and then again those cloth inserts in the middle, they actually look really nice as well, but the nice contrast stitching, it just has a very premium look to it overall. No review is complete without me going over the glove box, so you got a decent amount of storage space right there. Finishing things up on the interior overall is really nice, and since this is like a middle of the line trim, I'm actually really impressed with the interior materials that they use. They use a lot of materials that I would expect kind of on like the fully loaded decked out version, and so it's nice that they carry that down to their kind of middle of the line trim so that you still have a premium interior feel overall. Now as always, let's take the CX-3 out for a drive just to see how it drives. We are setting off here in the 2019 Mazda CX-3, and so far it drives really smooth actually. I am also really liking the extra ground clearance that this provides, since it's kind of like a crossover slash SUV type vehicle. We are going to take the CX-3 out to see how it performs on the highway acceleration wise, and then to see ride quality as well. Something that I'm noticing, I just drove the Mazda 3 right before this vehicle, and I really am noticing that extra ground clearance because it does ride a little bit higher off the ground, and I kind of noticed that because I have a little bit more commanding view of the road. And so this kind of seems like it's in that segment where it's kind of like a raised hatchback type vehicle is where this is, you know, most similar to, if that makes sense. We are going to get an acceleration now with the CX-3. And I'm noticing acceleration-wise, I was expecting this by reading the smaller power figures that this has compared to the Mazda 3. It doesn't accelerate quite as quickly, but that's kind of like going to be a give and take. Do you want the extra ground clearance, or do you want the little bit quicker car overall? Road noise and ride quality on the interstate. So it rides really smooth, actually, for, you know, an SUV crossover type vehicle. There is a little bit more road noise, but it's nothing crazy. It's very manageable. So this is something that you could drive on a daily basis, no problem. Now to sum things up overall, where this is going to stand. If you're in the market for a smaller hatchback size vehicle, so you don't have rear passengers in the car all that much, so you don't need the space, you don't want to pay for the extra space, but you want a little bit more ground clearance so that you can go off-road occasionally, this is the route to go. This segment is actually becoming pretty popular nowadays because you get the hatchback versatility, but then you do get kind of like the SUV ground clearance in a smaller package overall. And so if you are in the market for, you know, that sort of vehicle that's in a little bit more of a niche market, but there is a market for it, then definitely come out and check one of these Mazda CX-3s. And there we have it, everyone, the 2019 Mazda CX-3. And then, as always, big shout out and thank you to Southtown Mazda for providing us with the vehicle today. If you are stopping in for the first time, I would really appreciate if you subscribe, comment down below what you thought, and then I will see all of you in that next video.